Good night. Welcome to Cut Deep. It's Season 3, Episode 6. The concept of Cut Deep was developed with a focus on encouraging the wider public to think more in depth on issues that plague us, encouraging persons to have a voice and to use that voice to invoke change. Cut Deep is an interactive platform cutting through the noise and political rhetoric. It is raw, uncut, challenging you to think critically. What do the issues mean for us? What part do we play? It is a platform that will move the Virgin Islands toward unified, integrated success. I want to welcome back Blossoms Florist and McKelly's Beauty Salon as our support sponsors for Cut Deep. I welcome Basics and Mr. Nice Guy to our roster of sponsors for Season 3. I also want to highlight and thank those of you who support this platform from behind the scenes. Thank you. Tonight, I want to address a few pressing issues, but before I get to it, we'll take a quick break and come right back.
Our floral experts use their creative flair to design beautiful and exotic bouquets. We are the on-island wedding experts, and for boating enthusiasts, we can help you to add a touch of floral elegance, life, and color to your yacht, mega yacht, both locally and internationally. We've even worked with celebrities. At Blossoms, we continue to deliver smiles and watch our customers bloom.
Gentlemen, Aspiring Gentlemen, and our partners that hold us down. It's Season 2 of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, taking you on the most inspiring journey with the best and brightest distinguished gentlemen of the BVI. Raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men like you've never seen them before. Governor Augustus J.U. Jasper, Jovan Klein, Neil Klein, and so much more. Turning modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen with yours truly, Ron Grant, a 284 Media production.
Hey Johnson, what's up? Well, you look like you're about to pass out.
I think I am. But anyhow,
Trump, what you doing?
remember last year when I spoke to you over the phone? When I said, well. Anyhow, ever since that moment, I was wanting to take this step further with you.
OMG, Johnson!
I want to know if you, Via, would officially have me as your sales rep with a friend
What?
to get live with our February promotions.
Huh?
Get live, get love, and get gifted. Bring a friend to CCT to sign up for a Freedom Plan, take a picture with them in the store, and post to social media with the hashtag GetLiveCCT. Then put your receipt with your number in the golden basket and wait on a call from Jante. First place gets $500 each. Second place, matching Samsung Galaxy A30s. And third place, $150 shopping vouchers each to one mark.
So what you really saying?
Really? And I could bring a friend too?
More the merrier.
Welcome back. It's Season 3, Episode 6 of Cut Deep. Thank you to our sponsors, Blossoms Florist, McKelly's Beauty Salon, Basics, and Mr. Nice Guy. As mentioned before we went to break, I want to address some issues. Let's start with the crime situation. We've clearly had an escalation in major crime over the past 6+ months. There's something that I hear us say: let the streets clean up the streets. Let me just say something quickly. Every single thing that I speak about on this show boils down to our way of life in the BVI and how it plays into our future. I've said over and over, the BVI is lawless. You cannot have crime running around unchecked. It has to be legislated. When the governor says, bring forward legislation in regards to unexplained wealth, we're upset. We're staring down the barrel of a gun with the Commission of Inquiry in our faces, and we're upset. Our international reputation is at stake. We are such hypocrites. I have not heard the outrage in regards to our international reputation with these killings. Let the streets clean up the streets. This is everybody's problem. The built-up system of corruption in the BVI has to be stomped out. It is our only saving grace. You may see it, but refuse to accept it because it makes you your money. But the built-up system of corruption in the BVI must be torn down for our survival. This ailment runs deep from the crown of our head to the bottom of our feet and everything in between. Whether it is our parent, sibling, or child, this seed has got to go. We cannot live like this anymore. The streets, what we are experiencing is spillage. Let us stop being hypocrites and stop pretending like we give a hoot about the BVI and actually start showing that we actually do care. Do we understand what a criminal mindset is? Do we? And the ramifications when we elect it and or hire it? It brings us right here, right where we are now. Unexplained wealth, unprecedented quantities of drugs, bodies on our streets. The BVI is only so big. We have absolutely zero shame talking about international reputation. When is enough going to be enough? The Commission of Inquiry. At this point, my only concern are our young people and their perception of what's going on. The verbiage being used around them to program their mindset. I see it because I was in their shoes not too long ago. I've offered to have a sit down with any number of them. They choose the time and space and I will show up. If not, I'll just do some pull-ups on the block. However, I want to address a couple pressing questions from my young friend DeAndre Penn. DeAndre asked me about my heart stance on the UK. His position is that I am biased because I have not spoken on the UK in regards to the Commission of Inquiry. The second part of his query was how much of our constitutional rights I would be willing to lose should the UK suspend our constitution. Prior on this show and on my Facebook page, I've spoken about my experience as a young person with our elected leadership's relationship with the UK. It took me some years to put it together because the young mind is indeed very impressionable. Thus, the importance of research, reading, and critical thinking. Per my recollection, at any point the UK would question the dealing of a sitting administration, the administration would quickly move to conversation of distraction, colonialism, black and white, racism. The UK wants to take us over. I'm talking decades and decades of various administrations. It was only a few years ago that it dawned on me that this was distractive conversation from the real issue on the table, accountability in governance, nothing else. Every single time an administration was asked to be accountable to us, the people, they flipped the script. They would then turn around and play mind games on us, the sheep. I'm glad I woke up from that slumber. My position on the UK and our administration's relationship is simple, and this is all administrations. Put the evidence on the table so that the people can decipher it. When you cry wolf enough times, no one will show up to your rescue. So DeAndre, I don't have a harsh word or stance for the UK at this time because I have no evidence that one is required. Our administrations have continued to behave badly and fly in the face of the electorate. The electorate has had enough and they've turned to the UK. I can't say that I blame them for that. Where do I stand on constitutional rights? It is a sad day for the BVI that we are actually at this point. We've sat back and allowed the work of those who have come before us to be for naught. I am embarrassed as a generational Virgin Islander, but I am more embarrassed as a human that we lack basic decency and integrity. Unfortunately, Virgin Islanders have stripped me of the right to decide which of my constitutional rights I am willing to give up. Our lack of ability to hold our leaders accountable, our complacency has brought us here. So what I'm willing to give up is actually off the table. I was stripped of that right by my fellow Virgin Islanders, by those I trusted to lead me and to have my best interest. Me calling for accountability and good governance cost me my job. One of our elected members during a House of Assembly sitting summed my dismissal up to me talking back to my boss. Mind you, they are elected, which means they work for the people. But he thought it was okay for me to be dismissed for calling for good, accountable governance. But he has to know why he doesn't want it. Another one got up in our House of Assembly, another elected representative, and said that I needed a cut ass. These are elected officials that we have been complacent with. We have not held them accountable. So no, thanks to my fellow Virgin Islanders, I have no right to determine what is stripped and where this goes. I simply hold hope that it will all work out in our best interests. We can still, however, determine that outcome if we wish to. And while we're here, let me just say that whether I had a conversation with the governor or not is totally within my constitutional rights. Look at that. The thing is, though, I didn't need to. What the VIP administration needs is a lesson in chess. Let's take a break and come right back.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
The win! Oh!
What are the hell?
I'm freaking out!
Is time.
284 Music.
Coming to you live and direct from the beautiful British Virgin Islands.
What's poppin', what's really good, what's happening, what's up?
Davis has won it for the Lakers!
Welcome back. It's season 3, episode 6 of Cut Deep. Thank you to our sponsors, Blossoms Florist, McKelly's Beauty Salon, Basics, and Mr. Nice Guy. Let's talk about the travesty that was the Missick interview. Unfortunately, I'm the type of person that gives honest reviews. Quite often, I hate that part of me because feelings get hurt. But at the end of the day, it helps us to grow. However, I'll say that as a young person, I love Kyla, and as a woman, I respect and admire her. All I will say is that the way our young people are used to push agendas is extremely sad, and it breaks me down day after day. It is imperative for the future of the BVI that our young people read, research, and begin to analyze for themselves. Think critically. Forget the need to fit in or be liked. Forget looking up to anyone to the point where you lose yourself. Seek your own truth and don't be afraid to stand in it respectfully. Understand your surroundings. Unfortunately, the Missick interview was a horrible one, and that is just my opinion. The opportunity was missed to really grill Mr. Missick on what truly transpired in the Turks and Caicos Islands under his leadership and his absolute failure as a leader. If you ask me, the interview made a criminal look like a victim. I was lost for words and furious. I really could not get to the end of the interview. Are we celebrating criminals just to bring home a non-existent point? It took everything in me to listen to this stammering, stuttering criminal that brought his territory to its knees. Again, a duly elected leader, loved and trusted by his people, totally disrespected his people, their constitution, and everything they worked hard for and stood for. Blatant corruption, misuse of public funds, disregard for the procurement process, cronyism, nepotism, alleged outright theft. So bad, it forced the UK to step in. Oversight. I mean, really, Missick? Really? And I don't know who bagged that interview for you, Kyler, or if anyone assisted you with the questions. If so, whoever did, question their motives, please. It was not a good look. It is a crying shame what has happened to the Turks, but there is no one to blame besides the Missick administration. It sits squarely at their feet. His attempt to make himself look like a victim was nothing short of embarrassing. The records are there to show your total abuse of office, sir. Moving on. The Honorable Shireen Flax Charles. Again, I can't begin to express how exhausted I am of this administration. They haven't even hit their 2-year anniversary, and this territory is wary of their crap leadership. The tolerance level is at an all-time low. Mrs. Flax Charles, this is the second time you've shown your ignorance and inconsideration of the less fortunate. Your government seemed to be out of touch all in a sudden now that you're living off the hog. Let me just say straight up, it is impossible. Yes, impossible to live within your means in the BVI. And statistics show that to be a fact. A loaf of bloody bread is $6. The minimum wage is $6. 2 bags of groceries of the cheapest foods is basically $100, could be more. And that can barely feed one person for 3 days. Rent is astronomical. Cost of living is through the roof. So unless you're going to do the research and understand it, Junior Minister, please, just please stop talking. You're adding major insult to injury, and people are sick of hearing this nonsense. If you lot have a cup of coffee, you want the government purse to pay for it. Give me a break and pack it in. And honestly, I'm sick of hearing this administration whine about doing their jobs as if they're doing us a favor. You're not doing us any favors. We don't need to be grateful to you for anything. You just need to do what you were hired to do and just keep it moving. Let's take a short break and come right back.
Our floral experts use their creative flair to design beautiful and exotic bouquets. We are the on-island wedding experts, and for boating enthusiasts, we can help you to add a touch of floral elegance, life, and color to your yacht, mega yacht, both locally and internationally. We've even worked with celebrities. At Blossoms, we continue to deliver smiles and watch our customers bloom.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must stop cut fun topic.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Top of power.
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back to Cut Deep. It's season 3, episode 6. Thank you to our sponsors, Blossoms Florist, McKelly's Beauty Salon, Basics, and Mr. Nice Guy. Let's speak briefly about the new DDM building. It is my understanding that this bid went out before. My understanding is that it was signed off, $5.7 million, just 3 years ago. However, apparently the local company that won the bid had an overseas partner, and the now premier didn't feel like the money should leave the territory. Fair. Mind, all sorts of monies are leaving the territory for COVID projects through his sidekick, but nonetheless, we digress. Anywho, it went back out for bid. I'm understanding no changes were made, I'm understanding, but has now come back and signed off at $9.8 million to someone within the Premier's district, I might add. The reason we have the COI is because we are not outraged at this type of behavior. The vaccination rollout, a total hot mess. I'm sorry. And I still can't understand for the life of me why online registration has been halted. I just don't understand for the life of me how we had such a lead time on this, and yet it's set for 2 weeks on arrival. We just really need to do better as a territory. I'm sick of the mom and pop type setup behavior. I'm not even going to reiterate my position on the Premier leading by example and taking the vaccine. I'm not holding my breath either for him to take it. He has proven himself to be a twister of the truth, a deceiver and manipulator. That is my opinion. And what is going on with the opening of the ports? 1 week out and an update is non-existent. But what is new with this fly-by-night administration? Good governance, legislation. What a big conversation it is now. Finally. So here we go, the whistleblowers legislation. Can you imagine a legislation focused on victimization and public servants are only allowed to blow the whistle to elected officials? Am I the only one laughing? Are you at home laughing with me? Just let it sink in. As a public servant officer, civil servant, you can only blow the whistle to your elected officials. Just imagine that clause. Can you believe it? Did this administration go to school under a rock? Let's just be clear. Please lay legislation on the table that makes sense. The constant attempts to pull the wool over our eyes is enough. The same exact reason the Commission of Inquiry team had to step up and say that you can come straight to them to give your complaints, because this sly administration set up a side committee for civil servants and public officers to speak to ensure they are clear to speak with the commission. Meaning, you have to clear with this new committee that has been set up. I think it's called the Inquiry Response Unit. So as a civil servant or public officer, you need to speak with them to ensure that what you're saying to the commission is something that is information that you can actually share. You think they're easy? It's a downright disgrace, the links that are being and have been attempted for years to silence the corruption around here. My dad says this thing when he's giving a stern warning. He says, if you never hear my voice again, remember I said so. Virgin Islanders, if you never hear my voice again, remember I had said to fire the VIP administration. Anyway, as the old people that say, long run for Marga Dog. We'll take a short break and come back to close off.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Gentlemen, Aspiring Gentlemen, and our partners that hold us down. It's season 2 of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, taking you on the most inspiring journey with the best and brightest distinguished gentlemen of the BVI. Raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men like you've never seen them before. Governor Augustus J.U. Jaspert, Jovan Klein, Neil Klein, and so much more. Turning modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen with yours truly, Ron Grant, a 284 Media production.
Hey Johnson, what's up? Well, you look like you're about to pass out.
I think I am. But anyhow.
Cho, what you doing?
Remember last year when I spoke to you over the phone? When I said, well. Anyhow, ever since that moment, I was wanting to take this step further with you.
OMG, Johnson!
I want to know if you, Via, would officially have me as your sales rep with a friend.
What?
To get live with our February promotions.
Huh?
Get live, get love, and get gifted. Bring a friend to CCT to sign up for a freedom plan, take a picture with them in the store, and post to social media with the hashtag GetLiveCCT. Then put your receipt with your number in the golden basket and wait on a call from Jante. First place gets $500 each. Second place, matching Samsung Galaxy A30s. And third place, $150 shopping vouchers each to One Mart.
So what you really saying?
Really? And I could bring a friend too?
More the merrier.
Welcome back. It's season 3, episode 6 of Cut Deep. Thank you to our sponsors, Blossoms Florists, McKelly's Beauty Salon, Basics, and Mr. Nice Guy. I want to share a story with you, my listening audience. I said initially that I will try to be as transparent as possible with you and that I would try to share as much with you in terms of stuff that may be going on with me. I know that some of you may think I'm harsh with the Premier and his administration, but the fact is I have a very low tolerance for unethical behavior. I find the Premier's behavior to be dangerous and untrustworthy and questionable. I want to just share this story with you before I close. And I thought really hard, long and hard on whether I should share this story. I could have done so last week, and I had a lot of consultation on it. But as I was preparing for Cut Deep for this week's episode, it dawned on me that it was pressing that I should share this story with you. Just last week, I had a detective from the police force, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, reach out to me. My phone rang, I answered, and the detective identified himself. I was cordial and I asked the officer how I could be of assistance. So he said to me that I made a post on my Facebook page in December December 16th would be the exact date on which I made this post. And the post was regarding my position with the premier and my dismissal at the board. That was the post he was referring to. And so he said that I made the post and there was no problem with me posting on my Facebook page or on my social media, but there was a hashtag that I had used, which was death by 1,000 cuts. Okay? Now, I don't know how many people are familiar with that quote. It's a very popular quote and it has a few meanings. One of those meanings could be failure with many small problems, many small problems. Termination of a proposed deal, bankruptcy, or scandal as a result of several small issues rather than one single major thing. So, so I use this hashtag, and apparently the premier made a complaint with the police station to say that he felt threatened that I had used that hashtag. I can't tell you that I wasn't shocked and taken aback that a post that I made on December 16th, because, okay, we're talking about the premier of the territory. I don't think it would have taken him almost 3 months to register that I had made a threat. So I'm not sure. I can't tell you that he made the complaint last week and so I received that call last week, or he made it in December and there was a late follow-up. I really doubt, seeing that he's the premier, that the police force would sit on what he would consider or perceive to be a threat to his life. So I was very taken aback by the call, the reason for the call, and the fact that our honorable premier, who is a learned man, an educator, that he could take that quote and apply it, that I would look to actually bring physical harm to him, and that he felt so threatened by me that he had to have a detective from the police force get in contact with me. I said to the officer, I appreciate his call and I appreciate that he has to do his job. However, I feel that that call was a call of intimidation for me. I can tell you right now, Honorable Premier, that I did not feel intimidated, but it's unfortunate that as the leader of this territory, that these are the lengths that you are willing to go for at your electorate. I find it very amusing, but anyway, thank you for that. You continue to solidify your position, your dangerous position. In my mind, I find you to be a dangerous individual. I think the country should take stock that if you can do something like that to little tiny old me, I can't imagine what else you'd, get up in your head to, make happen. So that, I wanted to share that with you guys. And yes, that's the type of stuff I'm out here dealing with, okay? In closing, however, I want to reach out to my good fan, my biggest fan that blogs my name and Cut Deep's name under every news story. I see you and I appreciate you for keeping my brand at the forefront of Virgin Islands politics. You're super consistent and I love that. Thank you for keeping my name at the forefront. My viewers, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.